Mining, mining, mining. I'm a space miner. Yada yada da 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 da. Mining rocks for hours on end. Dude, oh, I guess I better do one of those Flood City things. It's gonna be pretty hard to pry myself away from Elite Dangerous, though, but I guess I'll just have to flood a city. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Flood City 2 in quite a while. I figured I would do another one of these since I sort of forgot about it for a bit, and I know it's a popular series. So today we're going to have another flood. It's going to be a it's going to be a 0.73 flood, and we're just going to see how the city does with the flood defenses that it was left with after the 1 billion year flood that we had quite some time ago. While I'm waiting for the flood to happen, I am going to keep building up the areas that in the 1 in 500 year flood, all of these neighborhoods were completely wiped out. I've rebuilt some of them, like this area is completely new. This area was completely leveled. There was a quite substantial neighborhood here. So, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, that was Murphy Park. Are my citizens working? The subscriber citizens we're left with are Hank Hamburger at 90 years old and Frosty Creeper. Now I'm going to take a moment to add some new people from my list. So, before we start the flood, let's take a look at our new citizens. After the 1 in 500 year flood, we had a whole bunch of citizens, like over 10, but most of them died. Although a lot of them moved away. I think most of them died of old age, but some of them were lost in the flood. Our first new citizen is Mushroom, who's currently driving. He's a high school student, currently driving to school, who lives in the Hamilton residence in Lyndale, which is a pretty safe area. I mean, that area wasn't flooded out in the 1 in 500 year flood. Now, Callium Hindley. She is another high school student, currently at high school, who lives at the Mill residence down here. And I believe this is... Actually, I think this was just the edge of where the flooding was. Believe these are original. This is an original neighborhood. This line right here is where the flooding went to. So I guess she's in a pretty good spot. Now we have Rick Pratama, currently unemployed. Well, like, he's 12 years old. I'd hope he's unemployed. Otherwise, Flood City's got some questionable child labor laws. Who lives right here, which is a pretty darn safe place to live in this city. And last but not least, Nolan Mayfield, 24 years old, currently driving to the Giga Store in his blue wood-paneled Jeep Wagoneer thing. Long drive. And he lives over here. Where's... Oh, this little apartment building right here. Down in the Fox District. So, let's get the flooding started. Actually, we still have Is this still going from last time? It is. Oh no, that is the... Actually, I'm not sure why that's there. I'm just going to I'll speed it up, let that all flow out, and then I'll place the flood. While I'm waiting for things to happen, I'm just adding a nice little key right here, although it's not it's being annoying. Come on, let's turn off the snap. Come on, you can do it. Just do it. It's being a finicky little butt. Let's go around this way. This is a new feature that I haven't tried yet. Well, actually, I don't think it's that new. They've had it for a while. I just haven't given it a go yet. But that might give this area a little bit more protection. It's not really a dike. It's just making a nice level coast and making it aesthetically pleasing. Maybe if I get rid of these, I'll remake them afterwards. And then, no, it still wants to be a jerk. Nope, that's the flood wall. There we go. Make a nice straight, except I don't want straight, I want curved. Oh, I know why it's doing that. It's because of the wind things. They're in the way. Alright, so now I'm going to plop this flood down. We're doing a 0.75, which is a moderate flood. Moderate to severe flood, I suppose. And it should be interesting since last we have upgraded the Oran Somers, I know it's Summers, I just like saying Somers spillway, so it's level with the ground. The problem we were having before is this spillway basically went uphill, so the water, water gravity is a thing that prevents it from going uphill. So I leveled it all out, so now the spillway can smoothly flow into the bypass of the insane river. Trying to remember, this was the Rouge, this was the Asinine River, that was the Insane. Okay, and this is just some creek. So, while the flood barrels its way towards our city, it seems like quite the event. We have some commercial demand, so let's place that down. Where should I put that? This is a commercial area, so let's rebuild this area a little bit. I wonder if we have, go away. Ooh, new building. What new building? What's new? What's new? I'll figure it out later. So I'm going to try putting some offices down along the street. I'll put commercial right on the main street and we'll put offices back a bit. I'm not sure we have office demand though. Might just be commercial. Weird place for a high school in the middle of a commercial district, but that's all right. And make some roads that go a bit further so we can get some more. Oh, let's turn the snap back on. No, on. There we go. I'll just leave it there like that for now. We'll see if that fills in, and then we'll build more if we see fit. There comes the water. Of course, the floodway is no more. I've gotten rid of it. It was destroyed in the last flood, and our city's bankrupt. Metaphorically bankrupt. So I'm just trying to get acquainted to the city again. It's been a little while. Try and come up with some plans. Now, I know a number of you have been asking to see more of the building phase, so I think I'll try showing a bit more of that in here, because I'd like to do some projects. This area is going to be primarily commercial. I'm not going to do residential in here. This used to be a residential area, Teague Park, but after getting flooded in almost every flood ever, I've just made it into a memorial park to remember the greatest flood that's ever hit us. The cemetery is needed, apparently. Actually, that's the first thing I should do. I should look at all of the... I don't see any need for a cemetery. Oh, up here. Okay. There, you have a place to put dead bodies now. Okay, so let's take a look at all our information stuff to see if there is anything we need to do. Garbage looks okay. Education. Education. Looks like we need elementary school in here, so we will do that right on the corner here. Anywhere else need? No, we look good elsewhere. How about high school? We've got like 2 high schools in there. You don't need more high schools. Okay, I guess we do. Make a couple more and then one right. The high schools are big. That they are. Where do I put you? Oh, looks like they need one up here. There's space here. There. Now, is that going to cut off the power? No, that's good. Okay. How about college or university? That's good. It looks like we could use one more elementary school because we don't have enough capacity. Put another one down here. Sorry, tearing down your businesses. On to health. Health looks all right. Happiness is good. Land value, or whatever. Wind, pollution, nothing that's... this is a bit close, but that's a commercial district. That could just be the crappy commercial district. How's traffic? Pretty good. I mean, there's some heavy areas, but it's not like it's not moving. It's still moving. I want to know fire. Fire looks good. Noise pollution, I don't really care. Crime is all right. Yeah, I think we're good for all this stuff. We do have a bit more residential demand, so I'm going to start filling in this area a little more. Because this was all residential before, but it all got wiped out in the great flood of whatever year it was in the world of city skylines. And what I'm going to do in the middle of this traffic circle, I guess I should make a little park or something. And I'm going to do some high density residential right on the main street going through here. Like so. Now, right here, I think what we're going to do is make a nice little pathway that can go around on the inside of this. I'm going to try and make it as round as possible. Not quite, but whatever. And then we can connect it to the streets like so. Except I'll have to add crosswalks, but I'll do this first. Crosswalks, although crosswalks kind of muck up my whole traffic circle, but that's all right. Oh, I can't make crosswalks there. Okay, you know what I'll do is I will make... Can I raise these? Yes, I can. I don't know who is gonna like go and walk around inside a traffic circle, but oh well. And we'll put some trees down there. And that looks completely stupid, but whatever. It's going to be a quirk of my city, is this dumb traffic circle park or something. Now this was a little area, a nice little area that got wiped out during the flood, so I'm going to rebuild it. I don't know why the tree options thing is still up. I think that's a bit of a bug. I don't really have much road building. The roads are pretty much all built. It's just a case of filling stuff in. Go away, brush options. What will make you scat? Scat, get out of here. Go away. I want you to, let's just go away. Why won't you? How? I know I had this happen. Okay, there we go. You know, that's been like that for, I haven't played this in a while. Get on that Obsidian. Wait, no, it's not Obsidian. I'm thinking of Armored Warfare. Whatever company makes this, to make that, you know, not there. Okay, so it's starting to, the first sign of flooding is always right here. Got a little bit going up on this road. That's usually a sign that things are going to get interesting fairly soon. And it'll be interesting how things do without any of the flood protection that we had before. Roads are pretty busy here in our commercial district area. Now, I would like to do something interesting. One thing I need to work on, I believe, is public transit, because a lot of it got screwed up in the big flood. And I believe I need to add in some bus lines again, particularly up in this area. So I think what we need to do is make a bus line that goes up this main street right here. Now we'll start it at our bus terminal down here. And we will add stops along the stops that are already established on this street. Hopefully you didn't hear that burp. And we'll go up this way, around the traffic circle, into the undeveloped area, which will soon be developed. And then we can go back the other way and back to the terminal, which should work out quite nicely. It looks like I have a mod that automatically makes all the bus lines a different color, but it must have got shut off. A lot of the mods got shut off because of updates and stuff. Like I had to get the citizen tracker working. And speaking of citizen tracker, let's go see what our citizens are doing. Oh no, Hank Hamburger has died. Hank Hamburger, you've probably been one of the longest living citizens in this city, and it looks like you have passed away. So, you're 6 feet under. Goodbye, Hank. Frosty Creeper, you're still alive. What are you doing right now? Looks like you're going to Boutiques Galore shopping in the Orchard Park area, which I'm turned around. Is usually a pretty safe area. How about Mushroom? Driving to the fancy boutique because you're so fancy. So fancy. Fancy. Anybody who watches regular car reviews is going to get that one. Ed Callium is at home, probably studying for some big high schooly test or texting her friends in some kind of really drama-ish drama. Rick, you're just hanging out at home. And Nolan Mayfield is at the Giga Store. Oh, he works at the Giga Store. Okay. He's doing something or another. Oh, right. I want to shut off the nighttime. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put down a football stadium. But what area is going to have the prestige of having a football stadium? Maybe over here. This is sort of I think this would be a good area. Except we need somewhere with good traffic flow. Well, I guess we can always upgrade it eventually. And we'll add some parking lots to that. Right here. Because obviously a football stadium needs some parking. We'll make what's going on here? Okay, we got a little road. Get that goes around here. And Where was the parking again? Transit, yes. And we'll put down some of these. That'll be good. And just to make it a little nicer looking, we'll put some trees right in between. There we go. What was I going to do? I was going to do something else, wasn't I? Oh, cool. Oh, right. We get to have teams and stuff. How does this work? What are we going to call our... how does this... What do we do? Our color is going to be... it's going to be blue for water because we always get flooded. Okay, so our team, the Surgeons Aqua FC... You know, that's actually... I don't know. I always kept it as something that maybe some people would notice, but this is the actual name of this city. It's Surgeons Aqua. It's Latin for something that I don't remember what it is. Can you change the team name? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, this should be an interesting little dynamic. So we got our football stadium. I suppose I should make a transit line that goes there. We should make a subway line. I think what we'll do is we'll divert that purple line to make it go around this way instead. Why are you being a jerk? And go like that. And then we can move the line to go in here. Yes. Perfect. Okay, we've got a mass transit system going to the stadium, so I don't really think we need a bus line per se. Yeah, let's just keep it like that, and we'll see how it works. Now, how's the flood? Oh, this is stuck up here again. Not really flooding yet, so I'm going to add some nice foliage around here. Just to make it a little less concrete parky. Plus, it's always good to have some trees. One tip is having trees between your highways and residential areas cuts down on the noise pollution a bit. So it's always good. It's a good thing to, you know, do. Doing things is thingy. Things. It's a happy face. I bet we're going to end up with like the worst football team ever. Or I suppose I'm Canadian, I should say soccer. Because I believe this game is made by Europeans. Now the floodwaters, they're rising over here. Not much is happening over here. This has been like this since we started. May not be a very interesting flood, but I thought I would start small. I am very much looking forward to the Disasters DLC because I'll actually be able to do interesting things like warnings and evacuations and that kind of thing. Evacuations, I remember probably on one of my first Flood City episodes, I was saying that I wish they had some way you could evacuate people and stuff. And either they came up with that idea on their own or they saw my video. It's probably the latter. No, the former. Considering, well, I have one Flood City video has like 60,000 views, but that's the only one. Okay, waters do seem like they're going up a bit now. It's a bit higher in the spillway, but the spillway is working great now because now it can just freely flow all the way down here. It's also deeper because the problem I was having before is the spillway would just end up flooding these areas, but now that it's in sort of a canyon, it can wind its way down here with no resistance, no gravity to work against. So far we've rebuilt this little area right here. We've got our stadium. We've rebuilt most of this area, although we do have some... We don't have enough workers, although we don't have much residential demand. Oh yeah, I have this little puny little town up here. I don't know if I've showed anybody. This is my historic park of the great castle of Surgeons Castle. In 1506, there was a great war, but all sides died because they all got drowned in a flood. So let's actually follow one of our citizens. We're following Callium, currently going to the Giga Store. There is a house that's on fire. That's fun. I assume she's going to a bus stop or a subway stop or metro or whatever you like to call it. Just taking a look over, not much. The water has gone down. Huh. Things sure are being weird right now. I wonder why. Got quite a bit of water flow going in there, but water levels seem to have decreased. It's maybe a bit of a dud flood. Dud flood. Wonder what my electricity is like. How much power do I have? Oh, that's pretty good. We do have a ton of solar panels. I heard that in Florida they banned solar panels because they say that it's taking energy away from the sun. Come on, Florida. How stupid do you have to be? I'm sorry, but come on. It's like... At first I thought it was an article from The Onion or something. Like, how dumb could you possibly be? How... Oh god, we're getting political. And Jerry has it. He's going for the net. He scores, I think. Should go this way. This is now turning into a... All right. The Aquas are on the left field. I know nothing about soccer. The Reds have it. They're going for the net. It's a pass. Oh, it goes to the Aquas. Good pass there. All the way to the other side. There. Oh, blocked by that goalie. There goes the Reds. They have it. I don't know what the team's called. Blues got it back. It looks like they're doing the exact same thing all over again. Red has it again. They have it again. And back to blue and back around this way. Man. When people say soccer's boring, they must be right. But I didn't think it was this bad. Well, it does look like we have a bridge that's flooded and a bunch of cars that are stuck in the water. This bridge always floods. And yeah, I know I can make it higher, but I don't feel like it. But other than that, oh, we do have a little bit of flooding on these little restaurant dock things. Road. Has it got any higher here? No, it's going down. Floods that just don't make sense. Maybe the spillway is actually working well. No, it's not flowing over the dam there. Let's see what the water flow's like. It's flowing quite strongly down the Insane River. Flowing quite well through here, and then it gets a bit stagnant down there. The Asinine's a bit weird. Yeah, stuff's happening. Except not really. Oh, hey, what do you know? We won a game. We won a game. That's awesome. Well, I think this flood has pretty much crested. I suppose it wasn't a very big one, and not much happened. But, you know, that's nature. They can't all destroy the city. So I think I'm going to call that a day. This was another episode of Flood City 2. And next time, we're going to up the severity. I plan on going on with Flood City 2 until the new DLC pack comes out. And then I'm going to be starting Flood City 3 on a new, harder map that I've been working on, that I've been testing out. And it works pretty well. I really like it. I think it'll be a lot more interesting because it's quite a bit more difficult because it's flatter. So if the water level rises just a certain amount, it'll flood a lot more. Whereas this, you can flood quite a bit, and it doesn't flood like this. So until next time, have a good one. And don't forget, I linked to my Patreon in the description if you care to support me or anything. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, stuff. Bye.